Hey guys, my name is Iryna Wood, and those who are following me already know who I am. I'm the self-love and relationship expert, and I do believe that healthy relationship with yourself and others would never exist without self-love. That's why my first live stream, that is challenging for me, uh, will be called exactly this way. What is self-love? And with the help of your questions, I would dive into myself and get out of there that knowledge, because it's interesting when you surprise me with the questions every time we react on something, whether it's person or event. Naturally, those things, they trigger us, and while studying our triggers, we understand ourselves better. And actually, this is about self-knowledge, and by the end of the story, about self-love too. Okay, so let's start. What is the first question? And it is, what is self-love? Okay, general one, and why it is important. I would answer this way. Self-love, it's more about self-care for me. I have few people around me who I appreciate and value and respect a lot, and they are very religious people. So they question me, being my friend and being close to me. Iryna, you established this up. It's all about self-love and self-relationship intelligence. We like about relationship, that part, but what is self-love? It just goes against our belief, our religion, and so on. So I try to explain how I do see the phenomena of self-love. For me, self-love is self-care. Because when you love your plant, you water it. When you love your car, you put the best gas in it. When you like your bicycle, you just polish it, or you love your toy or whatever, your clothes, you iron it, you take care of it, and you try not to overuse it. But when you love your partner for some reason, or yourself, you think, okay, I can put in myself any kind of food, but you are not a trash bin. You can fulfill yourself with any kind of emotions, but again, think, because you're consuming the energy of that emotions, and sooner or later it could be, it can bring you just to any kind of psychosomatic disease. For those who don't know what is psychosomatic, it's connection of your body and soul. So whenever you suffer, sooner or later you can get sick based on that destructive emotion. So that's why I do believe that self-love is very important. And I do believe that the symbol of self-love is self-care. They even say when you're flying on board, always put a belt on yourself first and then on your child. Because if you're strong enough, if you're fulfilled with that healing light, and you're full of love, energy of love, you're ready, finally ready to deliver it to the other people. So I don't believe if I'm tired and exhausted and I hate all the world and I overwhelmed, I can love my husband. No, I would be annoyed, and everything, whatever he's doing, even if he's brilliant and amazing, it would irritate me, just because I'm not ready to deliver the love, the energy of love, and I'm not ready to accept all his actions and care about me. That's why it's very important to care about yourself first. It doesn't mean you should be narcissistic. It doesn't mean you should be egoistic. There is a thin line, thin border. It means that you have to care about your body, physical temple, for your soul and mind. Your soul, actually, your heart and your feelings, and your mind. And this is another topic. Maybe we'll get that question also. How not to make your brain a trash bin for the gossips, for the manipulations and gaslighting of the other people. Okay, what is the next? How can I practice self-love daily? Okay, this is an interesting thing, because like love you have to practice daily, and self-love you have to practice daily. If you really don't take yourself, don't accept yourself. This is another thing that I should say you. For me, self-love is self-acceptance besides self-care. And to accept yourself, you have to know yourself, you have to study yourself, what you are. Maybe you're lazy, and everybody would tell you, oh, you're so lazy, and people like you will never succeed, and look at you. Yeah, but all geniuses are lazy. That's why they create this shorter formula in mathematics, and they succeed, and they are usually get their Nobel prizes. So that's why, even if you have some kind of disadvantage, You know, like uh, if you have some kind of disagreement with the others, or you have some characteristic that are not in favor of the other people, it doesn't mean that they wouldn't be in favor of your success, personal success, and your own life path. So how do you practice self-love daily? First of all, when you wake up, look into the mirror. Don't see the wrinkles. Don't see, like, I don't know, how not perfect you are. Just to smile to yourself. That's going to be your exercise number one. Second, when you wake up, you're still in the subconscious energetic mood, and that's where you can play with yourself, and you can download any kind of message you would like to be downloaded, whether you want to work on your superpowers, or you want to say that I don't know, I'm successful, I'm happy, I'm free, I don't know, millionaire, billionaire, whatever you desire. Okay, I'm a married, happily married woman, I have a kid. Whatever is your affirmation for the day is, or maybe you practice it on a regular basis, so just do it. Third, of course, as a person who launched the app, which is Gemini Near Me, the self-love and relationship intelligence app, I should tell you, work with yourself during the lifetime and during the day. So if you had a bad or good dream, whatever it was, be curious about your subconscious part, because maybe it's trying to tell you something and deliver some significant message to understand yourself better. Use dream interpretation with Gemini NEME app, or if you don't have it and you like, you can try to figure out on your own, but believe me, you will use so many platforms. You will jump from one YouTube platform or from one dream interpretation vocabulary to another, and it's much better to use it and to get all those features in the same app. The other thing of self-love: eat well. Eat well, consume a lot of water, and don't be strict. Don't think that diet is your solution. Just think what is the right balance for you, and water balance and food balance. And if you need the help of any kind of professional, I don't know, maybe nutritionist or something else, you can always ask for that success, or listen to any kind of courses on YouTube to get general features. But I would get always a personalized consultations, because why? Because it's going to be only for you, it's going to be modified for you, it's going to be prepared for you, and you would feel special at that moment. The other thing: surround yourself with good people, and clean your mind, clean your soul, clean the society around you. And if you surround yourself with the people who have zero belief in you, believe me, sooner or later you will go down and you will start doubt yourself. So you don't want to be in a gray, moody atmosphere. You want to be surrounded by inspiration, by happiness, by freedom, and choose consciously your thoughts and your surrounding. And of course, practice meditations as well, affirmations, meditations, and you can find all of them. Whatever your topic is, whatever you desire, you have a desire to get pregnant, you have a desire to achieve your goal about your work, to get a new career, to get a new job, you have a desire to travel the world, whatever it is, we have thematical meditations with this, the self-love and relationship intelligence app, Gemini Near Me. If not, just YouTube them and find your best meditation, and you can do meditations in the morning and in the night. What else? What are effective self-care activities to enhance self-love? Okay, maybe I jumped a little bit. So activities, I told you, do the cleanse, do emotional cleanse, do mental cleanse. So if you understand that you're very emotional, and whenever you're watching news, you get under the influence of gossips of the other people on news on the television, so cut it off. Just to understand, you have to be surrounded visually, emotionally, orally, in all senses by good atmosphere, especially if you're in this transformative zone and lifetime when you need extra support. So make sure that you always hear. It doesn't mean that you have push away any realistic news. And if it's airplane crash, no, I'm not going to listen about it because I want to care about myself. I want to protect yourself. You can't protect yourself from reality, but you can change the mechanism how you take and absorb that news about the reality. So always be realistic. But if you have a choice not to be surrounded by toxic people who are draining and just eating your energy. Do that. If you have a chance with your hands, clean the territory around you. And if I work in a clean office because I want to my followers and my clients to get clean energy through me. I want my husband to eat from clean plates, and I want our clothes to be clean as well. Because whenever we go, we absorb the energy of the other people. So it's very important on a regular basis. Clean your head, clean your soul, clean your surrounding physically, and of course, people you communicate with. What are the benefits of self-love on mental health? Here it's more about manipulation, gaslighting, and gossips, because the only thing that we take with ourselves into the grave, or what's going to be a way to be gone from this planet, it's awareness. So let's say you have your personal karma and you're going through this karma. So you have some offers by the universe, by your destiny, predestined circumstances. You have your soul karmic tasks to work out on this earth. What we are taking with us is the only thing, it's awareness. How you can change your reality, only changing the mechanism of given the attitude to exist in reality. And if you found yourself in the marriage or in the family that you hate, your kids irritate you, husband, I just annoys you, and I don't know, you don't like your parents or grandparents or father-in-law, mother-in-law, and you always find yourself in such a mood of total deep disagreement with created reality by God, by the universe, it means that you are going against the God. When I'm speaking about the God, I'm not speaking from religious point of view, I'm speaking from superpower that created the universe, this guiding power that prevents you from grief, that wants only the best things for you, which is taking care of you. And we people going against it. So if you already found yourself in those circumstances that God and you actually subconsciously created in your life, you have to deal with that. So I would say here the answer, what is the benefits of self-love? Because you start to love yourself, it means find the benefit out of everything what's going on with you in the life. Let's say, I'll give you a simple example. You're driving and all these taxi drivers who are beeping are irritating you, and you put nice classic music and you're just calm down and enjoy something pleasant. Or your girlfriend is calling you and always quarreling or demanding some extra attention on speaking badly about your husband. You are honestly tired and you just would be very honest to create not barrier in your relationship, but some kind of frontier, I can call it the gap, yes, and say to her that, I love you so much, I'm there for you, I'm happy to support you, but not on a constant base when you're just using me in a proper way to get rid of your bad emotions, and you're doing it on repeat. So if you would do that first, or second, or third time, it's okay. I'm there for you to support you. But when I feel abused and used by you as a trash bin for your emotions, I can't take that, because I have my private life and I have my own husband. I love and respect men, and deal with your husband on your own. So I would say that catch your thoughts, recognize your thoughts, analyze them, reflect on them. Here your trick would be to use journaling in the morning, what you are planning to do during the day, and in the night, how did you deal with your emotions and situations during the day. And always reflect. Always be aware why that happened to you, why that friend called, why you got into traffic jam. What for? Not why, what for? What is the sense behind it? If you will get the benefit out of everything and turn bad when it looks bad, into good, destructive into building yourself and being above the situation, believe me, you will have so much joy and so much self-love. How can I set healthy boundaries to prioritize my well-being? I just told you, be honest with yourself. Be honest what you like, what you dislike. Don't let people make you another time being comfortable for them. Realize if you're not in a mood to listen to somebody else's stories, if you feel a lot of a disagreement inside your heart, or it's not your vibe, just be honest. Just leave. Don't pretend what you are not. Don't be a good listener when you don't care. Don't support people that you would love to act differently, but for some political or family reasons or this politeness, you decided to open up your mouth and support them when inside your hearts you disagree, you don't want it, you don't like it. No, don't do that. That's a lie. You create the energy of lies. So don't lie to yourself, because at this second you are changing your destiny. And out of this lie, all other circumstances in your life are being created. Believe me, when you think we want to be good, we are trying to defend somebody, and I would lie, for good doesn't exist. You'll be always not punished, but the universe will put you on the place, and you will find yourself in the circumstances of that good lie, and you will think, why? Why did I do that? So don't go there. Be honest with yourself. How can I learn to accept and embrace my imperfections? Okay, just go to the mirror and you'll find a lot of imperfections. Let's start from there. I don't know too many people who take fully their bodies. And after you will go to your mind and think, okay, I didn't get extra diploma. I didn't learn extra language. And I could say this, but I didn't. So I wasn't perfect. And I don't know, I ran 10,000 miles, but I could do 12. So it's never enough. Stop this never enough conversation. Let you be yourself. Let yourself be tired sometimes. Let yourself be moody sometimes. Let yourself cry. Let yourself laugh. Because if you're freezing your emotions, you'll never be honest. You'll never be real. And believe me, it's not for a long time you can stand on tiptoes. So I would better be yourself. It's much more beneficial for you and for the others. They know what they deal with. So realize, just do this simple exercise to accept yourself. Let's say you don't like your extra kilos, you don't like your appearing wrinkles, you don't like your fading sex appeal, you don't like your never long enough hair, whatever. And it's not only about appearance, it's just the first things that come to my mind, you know. I would say write down all those things that you hate about yourself or don't take about yourself on the left side, closer to your heart, and write all good things that you're proud about. There is such a coaching technique to write 100 things that you're proud about, what you accomplished in life, whatever. I finished school with honors. I adopted a dog. I rescued a cat. I helped a blind grandma, to come across the street. Whatever, it could be small and big deal. Just write down 100 things, and it sounds, oh, it's impossible. It is possible. And you will find so many great things about yourself, so many good things, serious things, things to appreciate, to value about yourself. And I would tell you more when you would come back to that first list of things to work out. You would look differently on them. You would let yourself be as it is, because life is process. The only result you can achieve is death. So don't hurry up. And even death, it's a process, because we go to another life. But I would tell you, don't hurry up in life to be perfect. Perfectionism is always imperfect, and that's what makes us unique. Because if you would think what people usually remember about people who are gone from this planet, they remember their stupid jokes, how they fell, how they lost their millions and made them again. Funny, I don't know, situations when somebody fell from the stairs, crashed their head. So people usually remember situations that were very far away from being perfect about you. And when people are fall in love with you, they not fall in love with the perfect skin. They usually fall in love with your freckles because they remind you about their grandmother, for example. Or for something that you hate your nose, I don't know, there is a bump or something there. And somebody will say, oh my God, she reminds me of my mother, for example, or my aunt. And your man will recognize you from that not perfect nose, so don't change it. People change only with a comfortable speed in a comfortable atmosphere for you. Change when you want to change for yourself and for the universe. Don't change for any other person because it will be very difficult for people, your friends, your beloved ones to recognize you with all those fake changes. How can I learn to accept and embrace my imperfections? Sorry, what are some affirmations or exercises to boost self-esteem? Affirmations, I told you, download Gemini and EME. You will find on daily basis. They're changeable. You will always find in self-love category new affirmations to level up your self-esteem, to boost your confidence, and how to embrace yourself being yourself, which is very difficult. Everybody wants to be the best version of yourself. Maybe it's not necessary, believe me. And the other part of the question, to boost self-esteem exercises, I just told you, write down things that you're proud about. Ask your friends what they like about you, and you will wonder, oh my God, there would be so many beautiful things. Ask your relatives what they love about you since childhood. Start do one good deed a day, and you wouldn't feel that that day was wasted. If you do something out of scope of your work or your responsibility, I don't know, your friend called you and you just, how could I help you? How could I support you? Do something extra. Give to this good deed 15 minutes a day. You will respect yourself so much. You'll feel so worthy, so fulfilled, because you will feel like you're working for the universe and doing something good. And believe me, you create this beautiful energy that would be filled on the other part. You remember that movie, The Effect of the Butterfly? That's what happens. If you do create a beautiful energy, it will come back to you through the hands of the other people one day, and it's going to be more powerful than what you created initially. How does self-love impact relationships with others? Fully. Fully. I had a lot of clients who came to me and said, oh my God, I was interviewed by this big company. I'm sitting there on the interview, and that's my dream coming true right now. And this second, they are asking me, how do you see your salary? And my voice is frozen. Why? Because this is a question related to your self-love issue. You don't know how much you're worthy, because otherwise you would know wherever you go, you'll know your price. That's my price, and that's it. You can take me, you can like me, you can dislike me. That's what I am. That's how I feel. But when you hesitate, when you doubt, it means you're not capable 100% to embrace your self-worth. The other thing, when you come to the restaurant and you start doubt, like, oh, maybe I should take this dish, that dish, and that. No, I would better ask if somebody is ordering something. I would order the same thing. You're trying to be what? Like somebody else, or you want to be yourself? Don't lie again. Don't lie to nobody, because that's cheating on yourself. I would call it cheating on yourself. Not being yourself. So if you like, I don't know, like fancy clothes, but you can buy it once a month, do it once a year. But don't pretend that you don't like, I don't know, brands because somebody will marry you and after in 10 years you will tell him, okay, oh wow, my wife is changed. No, be yourself. Let the guy know I like this and that. Or if your, I don't know, husband is smoking, he's not gonna hide behind the back of the house because you hate smoking. No, he has to be honest since beginning. I'm smoking. That's what you're dealing with. You take it to break it or whatever. So I think that what is very important, self-love. Yeah, I just got a little bit way too further about self-love. If you know what you are, because self-love is self-knowledge and self-acceptance. So if you know, that's me, I meditate 5 o'clock in the morning. That's me, I'm buying fancy stuff. That's me, I eat sushi every Friday night. That's me, I'm smoking 3 times a week. That's me, I'm going to, I don't know, with a bicycle every Saturday all day, and whatever happens, I do it. So self-knowledge helps you to provide self-love to yourself, and it makes your relationship with the others much simpler because you're not lying again. Oh, what do we have here? Okay, yeah. So that's it. I think that's it for the day, and I think that's where we should stop. Don't lie to yourself. Accept yourself. For me, self-love, it's always about self-care on all spiritual, emotional, mental, physical level. It's all about self-acceptance, self-acceptance, self-understanding. Self-understanding has to come from self-knowledge and self-acceptance. So here we are. Be curious about yourself. Be curious about yourself much more than you're curious about the lives of some Hollywood personalities, celebrities. Wake up, and if you would like to use Gemini Near Me, the app that was created for people like us, who want to restart their life, who want to embrace themselves, who want to level up their self-esteem, who want to embrace their confidence, who want to be real, who want to be themselves, and who want to be around people who are like-minded individuals, who are not scared to be themselves. Investigate yourself. This is the better love and the best process you can experience during the life, because it's always non-stop changing.